Okay, so now let's do much harder examples. So let's have 2 the square root of times the square root of 18. Now, for this, same thing, we're going to simplify the square root of 18. We're going to do this by perfect square factor. So perfect square of this would be 9, so this would be 9 times 2. So we're going to rewrite this as 2 times the square root of 9 times 2. Again, let's rewrite that as the square root of 9 times the square root of 2 times 2. Simplify the square root of 9. You can't simplify the square root of 2, so you leave it under the radical. So this would be 2 times 3 times the square root of 2, which gives us a final answer of the 6 times the square root of 2. Now, if we have -4 times the square root of 20, we're going to do this by prime number factors. So, again, let's find the prime numbers of 20. Have 2 times 10, and then we have 2 times 5. So let's rewrite this in terms of prime numbers. -4 times the square root of 2 times 2 times 5. Again, we have 2 2's, so let's rewrite them in pairs. So we have -4 times 2 times 2 times the square root of 5. This we know will be 2 because we have the same number under the radical, so we can just clarify this as 2 times -4 times the square root of 5. And our final answer here would be -8 times the square root of 5. Now, our final example would be 3 times the square root of 343. Now we're going to do this 2 ways. Now, you can do this by, again, finding a perfect square factor of 343 and then solve from there. So we're going to rewrite this as 3 times 49 times 7. Again, rewrite this so you can see it clearly. 3 times the square root of 49 times the square root of 7. Simplify the square root of 49. So you know, that is 7 times 7 and give us 49. So this would be 3 times 7 times the square root of 7. Now, we can simplify the square root of 7 because that is a prime number. There's no perfect square. There's no other number that can be divisible. So we leave it under the radical. And this will give us 21 times the square root of 7. Now, if, for instance, you see this number, it looks really big, you're like, I don't know what perfect square would be of this, you could do it by the prime factor way. So let's find the prime number factors of 343. So first we can divide this by 7. So it'll be 7 times 49. And then find the prime factors of 49, which would be 7 times 7. So as you can see, the prime factors here are 7 times 7 times 7. So let's rewrite this in terms of the prime factors. So it'd be 3 times the square root of 7 times 7 times 7. Here we see that there are 3 7s. So we're going to rewrite this taking out a pair because we only work with pairs for square roots. So we're going to have 3 times the square root of 7 times 7 times the square root of 7. All right, so we know that there are 2 7s under the radical. So now this answer would just give us 7. So we're going to have 3 times 7 times the square root of 7. 3 times 7 give us a final answer of 21 square root of 7. And that's our final answer. Thank you.